In this week's episode, we're slam dunking, slithering, and coding. The Brisbane Bullets teach us some moves on the court. Elijah gets friendly with some scaly critters at the Ekka. And Agent Eli is on a coding mission with Sphero.
This episode of Juice TV is proudly supported by founding partner, the Children's Hospital Foundation.
Welcome to Juice TV! Mic, please!
Oh.
My name's Tim, and I'm your host for this week's episode. We've got some pretty cool stories lined up for you today. Later in the show, we'll be hanging out with the Brisbane Bullets and heading to the Ekka. But first up is Juice TV's secret agent, Eli, who's on a very important coding mission.
Hi, my name's Agent Eli. Can't talk right now. Agent Sphero isn't working! Why won't you work?
Having some trouble with your sidekick, are you?
Yeah.
Maybe he just needs some recoding.
What's recoding?
Coding is like the language for robots. It allows us to tell them what to do and how to do it. And sometimes we tell them the wrong things to do. So when we recode something, we're giving it new things to do so it does it properly.
We've been studying it for years at university along with my fellow agent here.
You're the perfect team that can join me on my mission. Meet Agent Norton. And Agent Anna. They're from the QUT Science and Engineering Widening Participation Program.
Their mission inspires students to spread the love of STEM.
Well, you might see coding in everyday life.
Wow, there's so many places where you see coding. A really big one is in video games.
I play video games on coding on my brother's iPad that he got from our school in Bundy.
That's so cool. Yeah, I love coding on my iPad. I play lots of video games that can teach me how to code even better.
What's the coolest thing that you can code Sphero to do?
Well, I personally like the fact that you can make it move along depending on which direction you want it to go, and you can also make it change colour, which I think is pretty cool.
How fast can Sphero roll?
Spheros can roll faster than humans can walk, and we can make it speed past you.
Agent Norton, is there different kinds of coding?
There sure is. There's different types of coding for different problems. So sometimes when the agents need to do different things with robots, they have to use different languages to do that.
What kind of careers can you get with coding?
There are so many careers you can get with coding. So when you go to university, you can study things like making games, making robots, making different types of programs for people so their lives can be easier. There's so many different things you can do with coding.
Tell me about your mission today.
Our mission today is to spread the word of coding and also increase the love of IT all over Queensland.
Sounds good. Let's get coding. I'm joined by other secret agents. Everyone's working together as a team.
We have to use our brains, not just the iPad. We have to use our brains to control it to A, to B, to C. And then the C goes back to A. We're trying to get the ball to go that way, but it keeps going that way.
We're trying to get the ball to move around the whole triangle with an iPad. It's pretty easy.
Yeah, nice work, man.
Attributes acquired.
Thank you to the QUT agents for helping me recode Sphero. I'm Agent Eli. Mission complete.
Well done, mission accomplished, Eli. Talking about Sphero, I love Sphero and science and technology and robotics too. The thing I love about Sphero is that there are so many different apps that you can use to control him. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, one of them broke the world record actually.
3, 2, 1. Sphero's done it! Longest time spent staring at a cow. Amazing stuff.
Enough about Sphero, more about me. This guy.
Your superstar host is 11-year-old Tam the Man. When he grows up, he wants to be a pilot. And his favourite meal is lasagna.
My favourite hobby is flying drones and anything to do with tech. And to do with science as well. My favourite animal is a peregrine falcon, which is the fastest bird in the world and faster than a cheetah. Ah! It's a peregrine falcon! This one time I was in the elevator and the elevator's doors were already open, but I wanted to close the doors, but I was pressing the wrong button. I was pressing the open button. Ooh. I guess it is because I always got scared that the elevator would close on me. My biggest achievement was I was playing hide and seek and I was able to hide for over an hour. My birthday present that I'd want to have is a Boeing 747 with heavy armor, which are the ones that presidents fly in. This is my best impression. Christmas, Christmas time is here. Time for toys and time for cheer. My favourite movie is the Disney Aladdin film.
Never had a friend like you ain't never had a friend like me.
Now let's move on to our next story. The Brisbane Bullets came to visit us at the hospital. Over to you, Bailey and Kyla.
They're super tall. They're super skilled. They're Brisbane Bullets basketball players, and today they're joining us at the hospital. Introducing Kian Dennis, Cameron Goldfinch, Callum Dalton, and Tyrell Harrison. Of course, when superstar athletes visit the hospital, our juiced reporters Bailey and Kyla are at the ready with the mic.
So great to meet you guys. So how did you get into basketball?
For me personally, I got into basketball through a couple of friends who played at my school, and then just went down to a couple practices with them, started to really enjoy it, and then kicked off from there.
So my dad, my auntie, my uncle all went to the Olympics for basketball. So when I was born, I kind of just started playing from when I was like 3. So I kind of was born into it.
I started playing at school at lunchtime, just playing pickup basketball with my friends, and from there it grew.
Yeah, my dad played as well. He actually played for the Brisbane Bullets, so I got into it a bit later than Cal, about 8. But yeah, that's where it all started from my dad.
Came up with it. Fans have coughed it up once more. They're queuing up the score and give it to the big man Harrison for the.
Tyrell, what's it like playing for the Brisbane Bullets?
For me personally, it's a privilege to play for my city. I grew up here, was born and raised here, and yeah, it's like pretty special.
Nesto lobs it into the big fella, and Tyrell Harrison throws it down.
It's awesome, you know. It's something I've never been a part of really in my life. You know, the guys are professional, and you know they're all. It's a great group of guys. You know, good vibes all the time, and just. You know, it's great being able to get better at what you love every day.
It's like an amazing experience as well, playing with the older guys who've been there and done it, been in our footsteps and etc. So it's a really good experience.
Do you guys have any memorable moments in your basketball career?
For me, you know, I got a chance to go overseas to the States and play college basketball. So that was awesome, great privilege. So that's probably my most memorable moment, yeah.
Mine so far is probably playing for New Zealand, for the All Blacks. Yeah, playing my first game in Wellington against, I'm pretty sure it was Jordan, and then doing the haka with the boys in yeah, for All Blacks.
I don't get to hang out with professional basketballers every day. Do you reckon you could give us some tips?
Of course, let's get into a little workshop. All right, guys, to start, I was going to teach you how to chest pass. So the key to chest passing is you have your balls on the side, thumbs up, and when you pass, you step forward and you push your thumbs down. So as you can see in the background here, they step forward, thumbs go down. What? You guys try. You'll know what I'm saying when you start. So start with your hands up, and when you pass to me, push your thumbs out like this, and your thumbs will come down. Perfect. There you go. Nice. Do you have a go? And both hands on, thumbs down. Nice. You can push your fingers out as well, so your thumbs end up down, outwards. Yep. Perfect. Once you start to get the hang of it, take a few steps back, start throwing further. There you go. Great job, guys.
I'm going to take you through how to shoot a little bit, okay? So who's right-handed? Who's left-handed? Okay, so you want to take your dominant hand, so for you it's going to be right, for you it's left. Okay, you want to put it here, that's going to be your shooting hand. The other hand is just a guide hand, okay? You want to have the ball on the pads of your fingers, so when you go like this, you want to be able to see daylight, okay? And then I'm going to teach you an acronym, okay? It's BEEF, okay? So remember BEEF. So remember balance, okay, you want to be balanced, feet shoulder width, eyes to the rim, your elbow, okay, and follow through. Okay, so remember that. Balance, eyes, elbow, follow through. Okay, give it a go.
Okay.
Now for you, it's going to be your left hand. So.
Okay, so like that?
Yep. Yep, the other, put your right hand there. Yep, now bring it up here.
And then just go it normally?
Yeah. Just you're gonna push with this hand. Hey. Oh. Nice.
Yes.
Now remember to bend your knees. All your power comes from your legs. There you go. Push it up. Remember to, nice shot. Nice.
So I'm going to be showing you guys the basic thing about basketball is how to dribble. So when you want to start off, you want to have your hand on top of the ball, just on top of it, and you just start bouncing it along the ground and keep your hand on top the whole time, okay? Try and be soft with your movements. You don't want to hit it. You want to try and let it flow into your hands and just keep doing it. Nice, really nice, guys. Keep doing that. Looking really good. Try and get in a little bit of a stance too. Try and be bent in your knees so you get a little bit lower to the ground so it makes it a little bit easier, and just keep going. All right, stop there. I'll show you another trick. So it's called a crossover. So you go from one hand to the other hand, and then you keep going, and then it's just one dribble across the other hand. So when you're doing this, you want to go from there, you can put it a little bit to the side, your hand to a little bit side. You don't put it underneath, you're going to put it to about there on the side, and just cross to the other hand, dribble, and do the same thing with the other hand. You just want to keep going like that. Give it a go. Stay in that stance as well, so you're low and ready to go. Nice, really good. Really good job, guys, really good.
All right, so now I'm gonna teach you how to do a layup. Okay, so we're gonna go to the basics, and one of the basics is our footwork. So we're gonna stand right here. I'm gonna get you all to stand right here, and you guys are gonna bounce it, and then go take a right step, left step, and then finish at the rim. Okay? So demonstrate it one more time. So you're gonna stand there, you're gonna bounce it, right, left, at the rim. Okay? So go. You go at the front, yep. So you're gonna bounce it, focus on your footwork. Bounce, go right step, left, now finish at the rim. Hey, look athletic. Okay, ready? Your turn. Bounce. Yeah, go bounce it. And then go right, left, layup. Left, layup. Nice. Okay, now we're just gonna take it a couple steps back. So we're gonna bounce it and get a little pace behind us, okay? So we're gonna run into it. So okay, same thing, okay? Bounce, 1, 2, layup, okay? Right, left, layup. Okay, ready? 1, 2, finish at the rim, nice, nice. Nice. Hey! Oh, got it! Nice. Right, left. Oh. Hey, nice, nice. Good work, good work.
Thanks so much for coming and showing us some drills.
No worries, thanks for having us. We're just gonna go visit some kids in the wards. See you later.
We want you to be a part of Juice TV. We're always on the lookout for hosts, interviewers, behind-the-scenes helpers, and mini-producers. You can be any age, you don't have to have any experience. How much easier could it be? To find out the next time we're filming at the hospital, just head to our website, juicedtv.com.au, or our Facebook page. For loads of fun to break up your stay in hospital, join the Juice crew. Send us an email at hello@juicetv.com.au. Or speak to any of the volunteers wearing green shirts throughout the hospital and let them know you want to be involved in the one and only Juice TV.
Every day, kids just like you and me are cared for in hospital by some amazing superheroes. And now GTV are inviting our patients and families to recognise your favourite hospital superhero at the Queensland Children's Hospital. Visit gtv.com.au, fill out a superhero nomination form with an adult's help, telling us in 150 words or less why they're your superhero. Round 5 is open from November 1st. So what are you waiting for? Get your superhero nomination in now! Juice TV Superhero Awards, proudly supported by Q Super.
Q Super is different, in a positive way. As Queensland's largest superannuation fund and one of the largest in Australia, they take real action to support the well-being of patients and workers in Queensland's healthcare sector. Q Super are passionate about recognising the superheroes in our community and support the work they do in providing emergency and primary healthcare services for our members and all Queenslanders.
Hi, my name is Fletcher. I'm 8 years old. I am in the Toowoomba Hospital right now. I'm going to tell you some facts about my favourite sea life creature, which is an octopus. Fact 1. Octopuses have 8 tentacles. Fact 2. Some octopuses have venom. Fact 3. Octopuses can open child-proof bottles. Fact 4. Some have the ability to camouflage in 1 second. Fact 5. They have short lifespans. Fact 6. Their suckers are strong but sensitive. Fact 7. They are playful.
Hey, give me back my GoPro!
Your GoPro? It's sitting outside my log!
Do you have a receipt?
Do you have a receipt?
Fact 8. They are carnivores.
Carnivores? Lucky I'm not a fish then. Wait a minute.
This is a picture of my octopus. Stay tuned for more sea life creatures. Fletcher signing out.
The coolest thing about Juice TV is you can film anywhere and anything you want and at any time and at any place. Like last week, me and Violet filmed our own segment of Juice TV about Pokemon. Let's check it out.
Hi guys, I'm Violet.
And I'm Sam.
We're going to talk about Pokemon because that's what we both love. Tam, tell me what you love about Pokemon.
Oh, what I love is how you can play virtually anywhere, anytime, especially with Pokemon Go.
Tell me what else you love about Pokemon.
I love the way they're in not just Pokemon games, but games like Super Smash Bros. And so specific Pokemon in Super Smash Bros. Like Greninja and Incineroar and Pikachu are my favorite. And what about you, Violet?
Well, I like that you can catch different types of Pokemon and go round like places, and I even like it when you, like, some people drive in cars and look for Pokemon in Pokemon Go. Yeah, people drive in cars.
Oh, I thought you meant in the game. Like,
why would you drive in cars in the game? So do you actually believe in Pokemon?
Well, yes, of course. I've got my own pet Greninja. What are you talking about? Come on, let's call him. Greninja!
Oh, hey!
Hey, Greninja!
Hey, Greninja!
What have you been doing?
Can you teach me how to speak Greninja?
Oh, yes, well, of course I can. It's like this.
I never knew that it could be that easy.
Well, it only took 2 days for me to learn it.
I hope you like learning about Pokemon with us today.
But now it's time for us to go ninja style. How cool was that, Greninja? Speaking of creatures, let's see some more creatures from the Ekka.
Hey guys, I'm Elijah and I'm actually really pumped about today because I'm at the Ekka. We're gonna hang out with some animals. GCV haven't told me what animals I'm playing with, but hopefully it'll be the cows, maybe the horses, maybe the chicks, maybe the... reptiles?
Turns out we're here to meet some dangerous animals. And the man who knows all things snakes and crocs is Luke from Reptile Kingdom. He's been handling reptiles for over 30 years. A true professional. Okay. First of all, who do we have here, Luke?
Well, Elijah, we have here a black-headed python. His name's Cody. Cody's one of my hand-raised snakes. I've had him for 16 years. When I first got him as a little baby snake, and I've raised him up to make him really gentle. He now gets used in public displays, and we go out and do awareness at schools, and we sometimes even take him out to kids' parties. He's really gentle to even sit. Have you held a snake before?
Yes.
You have? They feel pretty cool, hey? They have a feel of his skin. So we give the people to interact with reptiles during our demonstrations. And we're there to try and teach people a bit about snakes. Now, this one here is just going to sit on your neck real quick.
Oh, God.
First of all, he's kind of cold, scaly, and kind of wrapping around my arm.
Yeah, well, reptiles are cold-blooded. They need the sun to heat themselves up. They're quite sun-loving creatures, so sometimes you might see them out basking, and that's to raise their body temperature up. Now, it is in the middle of winter now, so he's a bit cold, a bit like me in winter. He doesn't want to do much. Doesn't even want to get out of bed most mornings.
Why does Cody have a black head?
It's a good question, man. There's actually a special purpose for this head. It allows him to absorb heat from the sun rapidly. So when he's hiding down in a hole, he sticks his head out in the sun. Because it's black, it absorbs all the heat for the body. So he's out like sunbaking, but also staying hidden at the same time.
Should I be worried about this?
No, he's just getting a grip. He doesn't have arms or legs, so he uses his tail to hold on.
Yes.
And when you feel he's moving all those little muscles, he's actually got 300 belly muscles. So here we have a 6-pack, a snake has a 300-pack. So yeah, these snakes aren't scary at all. They actually eat the venomous snakes out in the wild. But you'll be fine, man. He'll just sit there. He's been really well trained. He's a very gentle snake, this one.
It wasn't as scary as I thought, but yeah. What's the difference between a venomous and a poisonous snake?
That's a common question I get asked. There is a difference between venom and poison. Okay, now a venom gets delivered straight into your system. So if this snake was to bite you and inject that toxin, that's called a venom. But now there's other creatures that have toxins but unable to bite and deliver them into your system. So a pufferfish you have to eat it and then you get poison from it. Whereas a venomous snake actually injects the venom straight into your system. So that's the difference. Basically, if you bite it and die, it's poisonous, but if it can bite you and you die, it's venomous.
So if you're near a poisonous snake or a venomous snake, if you choose to eat the snake that's poisonous, you would die either way.
Yeah, well, in Australia we have lots of venomous snakes that can inject venom, but in other countries like Asia, there's this type of snake that has venom in its flesh. It can't inject the venom, but if you were to eat that snake, you would die from that.
So what should we do if we see a snake in the wild?
Well, that's one of the things that we like to teach to the public. Basically, if you see any snakes, any creatures in the wild, you shouldn't go near them and play with them. Now, the ones that we use, they've been conditioned for handling. So you definitely never go near it, never try and pick it up, that's for starters. Most people get bitten when they're trying to kill the snake. So if we can teach people to stop killing snakes, most bites won't even happen to start with.
Okay guys, as you can see, we're sitting on a bunch of black boxes, and I know I'm sitting on a lizard, but what other animals do we have here, Luke?
Oh, wait and see, mate. We've got lizards, we've got crocodiles, venomous snakes. Let's check out a few more of them, shall we?
Okay, Luke, as we can see, there are 3 different animals, and if I'm correct, that's a crocodile, this is a blue-tongued lizard, but I have no clue what this is.
Yeah, it's an interesting looking creature. That one's called a shingleback skink. He's actually a relative to the blue tongue, but these ones are found out in the desert. So if you feel the scales are a bit tougher,
yeah,
real strong, that helps him in that harsh environment where he's from.
It's kind of just like popping up. Kind of looks like he has 2 heads.
Yeah, well, the idea is his head looks like his tail, so if a predator comes along, it confuses them and they're not sure what to do. So with being a lizard in the wild, a lot of things want to make you into a meal, so you've got to come up with a special defence. Now this one here, he's got a bright blue tongue to alarm predators. In our animal world, the blue means venomous, so blue-ringed octopus is a good example of that. So if he pokes his tongue out, it's blue, the predator runs away. You'll actually taste your finger to see if it tastes like food. But don't worry, he won't eat your finger. You know what he loves to eat? Slugs and snails.
Okay, look, Luke, by the looks of it, this is a baby crocodile. Now, these should grow to about over 5 feet or something, right?
Oh, much bigger than that. This is actually the biggest reptile on the planet. Now, Jack, he's a baby. He just had his first birthday. So he's only little and cute at this size, but he can grow to 9.5 metres. It's about as big as your school bus.
That's actually kind of terrifying. He looks like he has kind of funny feet.
Yeah, well, he's quite specialised for life in the water. He's got webbed feet, they're like flippers. A big flattened tail, that's his big paddle-like tail there to help him swim real fast. And if you look up at the top of the crocodile, up at his head there, he's got a snorkel, his nose at the top, his eyes and ears are all sitting at the top of his head. And the reason, he can sit at the water's level and see what's happening, but nobody can see him. So he's an ambush predator. He sits there and waiting for his prey items. Now, if he wants to hold his breath, the crocodile can actually slow his heartbeat down to only 3 beats a minute. It pretty much stops his heart and he can hold his breath for 2 hours. You couldn't do that at home, could you? You reckon you could hold your breath for that long?
No,
No,
definitely
so
not.
they're pretty specialised for living life in the water. But the saltwater crocodile is the oldest reptile on the planet. He's been here for 200 million years. Lizards and snakes have been here for 10 million years. Crocodiles a bit over 200 million years. So he's been around longer than the dinosaur.
Well, this has been an unreal experience today, guys. I'm really lucky today to be handling these snakes with professionals. Remember, you don't want to touch these snakes if you see them in the wild. Thanks for joining me today, guys, and we'll see you later.
Hey guys, I'm Dahlia. I'm at the Ekka about to check out the Woolly Steak Bar. Nicola, how long has Woolies been coming to the Ekka?
Well, Dahlia, Woolies has been bringing the steak bar to the Ekka for 20 years.
Wow, that's amazing. So Rob, how does this steak bar help kids like me?
Well, Dahlia, 100% of our profits go straight back to the Children's Hospital Foundation, so they can keep working wonders for sick kids.
So Clinton, this sounds like a pretty fun way to support CHF.
It sure is, Dahlia. We absolutely love it. That's why over 210 Woolworths employees have volunteered over 1,400 hours of their time at the Ekka.
Sandy, I have one last question. Can I try one of your legendary Woolly steak burgers?
Of course you can, Dahlia.
Wow, that looks amazing. Woolies sure do an amazing and delicious job for us. Thank you, Woolworths.
It's nearly time for the end of the show, but before we go, here's some information for people who are bored in this hospital. Go to level 6 because that's where all the fun's at. I'm Tim and I was your host for today. Now, it's time to end the show. Goodbye!
Action!
Talking about bloopers.
Thank you to the kiwi.
Oh, it looks so cool.
Hi!
Why is this one only open?
Well, they've got 2 pairs of eyelids.
How fast can you make Sphero go?
We can make it go faster than humans can learn.
No worries. Thanks for having us. We're just going to go visit some kids at the awards. See you later.
Check it out, I printed a lizard.
Oh, me? Oh, I got his hair.
Wow, I'm finally on Juice TV. I gotta take a picture. My mother would be so proud.
Remember guys, it's so easy to be a part of Juice TV. Whether you want to be a host, help us out behind the scenes with filming, or decide what goes into each episode. Let us know you want to be involved by sending an email to hello@juicetv.com.au or speak to one of the friendly volunteers throughout the hospital in the green shirts. Also head to our website and Facebook page for all the updates about what we're filming at the hospital.